All right, today we're going to take a look at the marketing story behind a product called AquaBurn. We're going to deconstruct the whole thing, the promises it makes, the problem it claims to solve, and what they're actually offering you. Everything we cover is pulled right from their own materials, so let's dive in. So, right off the bat, this is the headline, their big promise, and you got to pay attention to the words they use. Cutting edge, stubborn. This language is designed to do one thing: frame this product as a powerful, advanced solution for a problem that feels, well, impossible to solve. Okay, so what are they actually promising you'll get out of this? Let's break down the specific results that AquaBurn claims it can deliver. And yeah, the marketing makes it super clear. This isn't just about losing a few pounds. No, this is pitched as a complete life overhaul. Sure, you'll accelerate fat loss, but you're also going to supercharge your energy and feel years younger. It all comes back to this one core idea of awakening your metabolism. That's the key to the whole story. You know, every great story needs a villain, right? And for every product that claims to be a hero, it has to define what that villain is. To really get how AquaBurn says it works, we have to first understand the enemy it's supposed to fight. And their whole case is built around this one thing: thermogenic tissue. So what exactly is this stuff? According to the source, thermogenic tissue, or brown fat, is basically your body's own personal furnace. They position it as the good fat, and its whole job is to burn away the bad white fat that we're all trying to get rid of. It's a very simple good versus evil story happening inside your body. And this is where the story really starts to get interesting. They lay out this really powerful comparison. You've got our ancestors on one side, living out in the cold, naturally leaner because they had more of this fat-burning tissue. And then there's us, modern humans, living in our perfectly heated homes with way less of it. The message is pretty clear. Our modern comfort has literally made our metabolisms lazy. And here it is. This is really the linchpin of their whole argument. The claim is that when the industrial age came along, it didn't just give us factories and modern conveniences. Nope. It physically changed our bodies. It supposedly lowered our core body temperature, and in doing so, it basically switched off our body's natural ability to burn fat. Okay, so if the big problem is that we're not cold enough anymore, what's the fix? Well, this next part explains exactly how AquaBurn positions itself as the answer. A way to get all the benefits of the cold without, actually having to be cold. Now, this is a pretty classic move in marketing. First, they bring up the obvious natural solution, things like ice baths, but then they immediately write it off as being way too hard and just plain miserable. And that sets the stage perfectly for AquaBurn to swoop in as the easy, comfortable alternative. You get all the gain with none of the pain. And this is how they say it works, all laid out in four, super simple steps. Step 1 is easy. You drink AquaBurn. Step 2, this supposedly boosts a special hormone called irisin. Step 3, that hormone then flips the switch on your thermogenic tissue. And finally, step 4, your fat burning goes into overdrive. It's presented as this really logical, almost automatic process. All right, so the big question is, what's actually in this stuff that supposedly makes all this happen? Let's pull back the curtain and look at the ingredients and the jobs they're each supposed to do in this whole story. So they break the formula down into 3 main buckets. You've got the main event, the thermogenic tissue boosters. Then there's a supporting detox blend. And finally, something they call a proprietary blend with a bunch of other ingredients. Okay, let's zero in on those main ingredients. Look at how the claimed function for each one ties perfectly back into the story we just heard. Resveratrol, ginger, turmeric, they're all said to directly boost or support that brown fat. And look at quercetin. It's linked to that key hormone, irisin. Every single ingredient here is given a very specific role to play in the narrative. And then, of course, you've got the supporting cast. There's a detoxification blend, which they say supports your liver, and then the proprietary blend, which has a bunch of well-known plant extracts, kind of framed as all-around wellness enhancers. Okay, so we've heard the problem, we've heard the supposed solution. Now let's get to the part we're all waiting for, the offer. What's it going to cost, and what do you actually get for your money? So the first number you see, the one they really want you to focus on, is this: $39. That's the big headline price. But it's really important to know that price is only if you buy their biggest package, a 6-month supply. But of course,
Here's the full picture. You can see how they structure it to really encourage you to buy more. One bottle on its own is $79 plus shipping. But if you commit to the big 180-day supply, that price gets slashed to $39 a bottle, and they even throw in free shipping. It's a pretty clear incentive. And, to really sweeten the deal on those bigger packages, they throw in a few bonuses. You get these 3 digital guides all designed to make you feel like you're getting a ton of extra value, which makes it an easier choice to go for the larger order. And last but not least, the safety net, a 180-day, 100% money-back guarantee. This is a classic move, and it's designed to do one thing: get rid of any hesitation you might have. The message they're sending is simple. Go ahead and try it. You literally have nothing to lose. And that's the whole story, the complete marketing narrative for AquaBurn, from the problem they create to the solution they offer. It kind of makes you wonder, doesn't it? Why are stories that connect our modern-day struggles to our ancient past so powerful? What is it about that back-to-basics, ancestral idea that is just so incredibly persuasive? It's definitely something to think about.